is enough said.
Happy Thursday, Heat Nation! Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday. Friday's tomorrow, the weekend's around the corner. Your boy's feeling good. Go ahead and drop some positivity and love. Smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We are less than 30 subscribers away from the big 5,000. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Now, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure because we got a lot to dissect today, you guys. The last 2 days, I've posted 2 videos each day because bombshells have been dropping for rumors for the Miami Heat. But before we get there, you guys, want to go ahead and remind y'all, we got a game tonight against Toronto. Doesn't matter what rumors, doesn't matter what's flying around. The main objective is to win tonight's game. The Miami Heat are currently riding high on a 3-game winning streak. Just beat one of the best teams in the NBA, the team with the best record in the Eastern Conference, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Why is it important for the Heat to win tonight? You guys, a few reasons. You're battling for supremacy. You want that 3rd seed. And in order to get that 3rd seed, the way that the Eastern Conference is, you got to win a few back-to-back games. You got to go on a tiny little winning streak. You catch a little momentum, then you can be in the top 4 in the Eastern Conference. And also because the last game you played against Toronto was a back-to-back against Toronto. You won one and then you lost one. I mean, come on. You got to do the job against these tanking teams. I understand that any given basketball game, either team can win or lose. But the Heat need to take this more serious. The Heat need to go ahead and put their foot on the gas and never let up. Beat Toronto by 20 to 30. Show that you are that type of dominating team. Because if the Heat end up winning by 1 or 2 points tonight and keep it close, ain't nobody going to think we're a contender. You have momentum after beating Cleveland. You've shown the NBA that you can be a winning team. Prove it tonight. Because after tonight, you got Detroit. And the last time we played Detroit was when Eric Spoelstra made that boneheaded ass timeout call in the end of the game that cost us the game. So these next 2 games, revenge games in my opinion. I'm looking for a big game for Tyler Hero. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo need to do their thing. This new lineup that we have with Tyler, Duncan, Jimmy, Haywood, and Bam, it's working. They're 7-2. With Terry Rozier coming off the bench, they're 4-2. This team has finally realized their identity. Spo has finally gotten the right rotation together. I still feel it can be better towards the second half of the season when Kel'el Ware gets some more experience. I feel, you guys, that Kel'el Ware is the backup center for this team. Kevin Love is doing fine, but we know come playoff time, he might be gassed out. You're going to need Kel'el Ware moving forward. But we're not talking about the rotation today. We're not talking about Kel'el Ware today. We're staying on Jimmy Butler. Because yesterday, you guys, a bunch of rumors came out from Shams Charania talking about how Jimmy Butler is interested in certain teams. We learned yesterday that Phoenix Suns has also dropped their names on that list. There's a lot of different teams that have shown interest in potentially trading for Jimmy Butler. It was reported by Shams that the Miami Heat are listening to offers. And we didn't really hear anything from Jimmy Butler's camp, except from yesterday when Jimmy Butler talked about it. Seemed like he was trolling a little bit. We all know Jimmy Butler. He loves to joke around. He loves to mess around. That's what I feel was happening yesterday. He was trolling. He knew that he was going to be all over on the internet. But Bernie Lee, Jimmy Butler's agent, finally broke his silence. And ladies and gentlemen, when words come from the agent, they usually come from the player as well. I want to read you a quote that Bernie Lee posted yesterday on Twitter. And I'm raising these sleeves, you guys, because it's about to heat up. So, and I quote, this is what Bernie Lee posted in response to Shams Charania's post that the Phoenix Suns, Dallas Mavericks, Houston Rockets, and the Golden State Warriors have interest in trading for Jimmy Butler this season. All right, listen, Bernie Lee said to begin his response. Shams, I gave you a pass yesterday because I was busy. But if you don't stop putting my name on your complete and utter made up bullshit, because you know you normally aren't worth my time to acknowledge, it's taking shots. Now, he continued by putting another post that said, I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm a middle-aged dad. But just know it would be indicative severe dislike world. All this is fabricated. I have never, and honestly, it wouldn't help me or the position I represent to do anything that's been reported by said journalist. In Lee's third and final post responding to Charania, he wrote, Shams, this is your opportunity to say, my bad. I let Chat GPT write my tweets and it went old school Peter Versailles. Invent the new I was hacked. Carry on. That is all. He did mention something else in another post. He said Jimmy Butler's job is to perform at his job to the best of his many abilities and to drive the team to win. As of today, Jimmy analytically grades out as approximately the 8th best player in the NBA, and his team almost has a plus 10 point differential when his usage is over 20. The Golden State Warriors, when they won 73 games, were a plus 11.6. He's doing his job. End quote. Now, the question is, who do you believe? Do you believe Shams Charania, who is the #1 investigative journalist from the NBA? A lot of times when Shams posts something, it's credible. Now, there was the whole thing with the Los Angeles Lakers coaching situation when he thought that the college coach, I can't remember his name, ended up getting the Lakers job. But I believe that was a whole Woj and Shams situation. But Shams, when he posts something, it's usually factual. But at the end of the day, this is Shams' first year with ESPN. Maybe a mistake was made. Or maybe this is Bernie Lee with Jimmy Butler's camp, just trying to fizzle out the fire. Just trying to say this is all BS. This has, trying to basically just cut the rumors and the ties right now so this won't get in the way of Jimmy Butler's playing with the Miami Heat. Because the Miami Heat are riding high, you guys. It's not like the Heat are one of the worst teams in the NBA. It's not like we're 5-11 looking to tank. We're right there. We're right there in the middle of it. We're fighting for positioning. So I'm sure Bernie Lee maybe did something like that to cool off the flames. I've said it before, you guys, and I'll say it again. I'm kind of in the same mindset with the Miami Heat. I don't want to trade Jimmy Butler. I know I've been posting these last few videos talking about potential trades, talking about the possibility of Jimmy leaving, but I'll be honest with you guys. I think Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat is a match made in heaven. When Jimmy Butler came on this team, showed his actual personality, that dog-like mentality, that I don't give a bleep mentality, where he just does what's best for him, I think that fits with this Miami Heat team. I think it fits with Pat Riley. I think it fits with Eric Spoelstra. Jimmy Butler is Miami Heat culture. I don't want to see Jimmy Butler leave this team. However, I also don't want a Kyle Lowry situation happening with this team, where you're giving somebody a boatload of money who's on the other side of 30 and that can't compete the same value as that number. So the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler are going to have a difficult conversation this offseason. I really don't believe that the Miami Heat is going to trade Jimmy Butler unless Jimmy comes out and says, bleeping trade me. Because if we know anything about Jimmy, that's the type of guy he is. Look how things ended in Philadelphia. Look how things ended in Minnesota when he took the third stringers and whooped ass in the starting lineup. Jimmy Butler is cut from his own cloth. He is the way he is. So I feel that if Jimmy Butler does want out from Miami Heat, it's not going to be little backway comments like this. Now, maybe so. You never know. Maybe this has already happened where Jimmy Butler's saying, maybe, look for other teams, see if there's any value out there. And maybe we don't know that. I don't think so. But I will say this. At 35 years old, being that this is the last year of his contract, if the Miami Heat can get something of value, young assets, future first round draft picks, why wouldn't you at least entertain the idea? But do I think the Miami Heat should trade Jimmy Butler? No. I would love to see this team make a run in the playoffs fully healthy. I would love to see what this team can do in the playoffs. If they go on a magical run again, make the Eastern Conference Finals or the NBA Finals, and I've mentioned this before, if the Heat go that far, then yes, entertain the idea of bringing Jimmy Butler back. But if this team is at full strength and they get bounced in the first or the second round of the playoffs, then you know the writing's in the wall. As magical as this build was, as amazing as the ride was, sometimes, actually all times, good things come to an end. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. What do you think about these comments from Bernie Lee? Whose side do you believe? Do you believe Shams Charania, that these reports are real? Or do you believe in Bernie Lee, that this is all BS? Would you like to see Jimmy Butler traded to get some value back? Or would you like to ride it out with Jimmy Butler and see what this team can do? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. We pushing to 5,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for your continued support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said. Let's go Heat.